ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಕೆಳಗೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ 3 ಬಟನ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ.
Sir, good evening to all. Good evening to all, and yes, more happy to again meet all the people here. Good evening to all. Namaskara to everybody. And today's topic is regarding the conflict of skin, the epidermis and dermis. So I thought rather to first cover the epidermis, but let's see, we will cover the dermis also, especially the conflict part. So with respect to skin, please switch off the mics. With respect to skin, there are two things, epidermis and dermis. So epidermis is the upper part of the dermis, and this epidermis contains various layers, as you can see: stratum basale, stratum spinosum, stratum granulosum, lucidum, corneum, and the last part which contains all the dead cells. So from here, all the cells, they start multiplying and they move up. And in this process, there are certain morphological changes taking place in all these cells. And in the superficial layer, they tend to be dead. So this is about the epidermis, and below is the dermis. So now, why is this epidermis important? So as we all know, the skin is our first line of defense. So it is responsible for protection. It gives protection. Protection from who? Protection from any outside factor, any foreign agents, any external chemicals, and so on. Water holding of body. So if at all the epidermis was not there, so the precious water content of the body will be constantly losing the water. So it is responsible for water holding of the body also. Skin color. So as we all know, the pigment cells, the melanocytes, they form the color which is responsible for our skin color. Most of it is located in the epidermis. Then comes the touch sensation. The mechanoreceptors, Merkel's disc and all, they are located in the epidermis. So it is also functioning as a touch receptor also. So protection, water holding, skin color, and touch sensation. So the skin is a major sensory organ, and through skin we express many emotions, which is detectable through the change in the texture of skin, which becomes pale or cold. Sometimes we get goosebumps because of sudden fear, fright, excitement, then redness, warmth, or sweating. So through skin we tend to express ourselves. Now we have three things: organ, brain, and psyche. According to GNM, so there are three things. This is some basic thing uh, for uh, for people who are not associated with GNM. So there is one organ inside the body at the physical level. That organ is being controlled from certain center which is placed in the brain. So brain is the foremost center place which controls all the anatomical organs. Above the brain there is a psyche, or which we call it as our mind and the intellect, which is responsible for influencing the brain, which further influences the organ. So any conflict in the mind, any type of conflict. Now what is the meaning? Please switch off the mic. Please switch off the mics. So any conflict, what do you mean by conflict? What is a conflict? So conflict means if there is any sudden event which is happening in the life of any one of us, which we had not previously experienced. We had never expected anything to happen, so that we label it as a conflict. And conflict here means a negative situation. So any negative situation which happens in our life, which is of sudden onset, which we never expected, and it catches us off guard. It means that we were never expecting anything, and certain events happen. For example, if you are moving on a road, from somewhere some person comes and put a gun on your head. So this is a situation which you never expected, and it is happening at the present moment. So that is called as a conflict. So when a person is facing such situation, there is a certain thought process which is going on in the mind, and that thought process, it influences your particular center which is located in the brain, and that particular center, it influences the organ uh, which is associated with that particular center of the brain, and there is a pathology which starts in that particular organ in simple terms. So now what is the conflict? So this conflict is specific for specific organs. For example, if we take the skin, there is a conflict which is a situation which is responsible for creating any pathology. For epidermis, that situation is fixed. For dermis, there is a particular conflict which is responsible. Say, for example, our alimentary canal. So for each and every organ, there is a particular situation which will influence the function of that particular uh, organ. So whatever is going on in our life, anything which is happening suddenly, it influences our brain. Okay, it influences our psyche first, and from the psyche, a particular center, depending upon what is our thinking process, that thinking process influences the particular center which is located in the brain, and from there a particular organ is being influenced in a negative way. Either the function is being compromised, or either the cells starts to multiply fast. So when this thing happens, after that, with respect to epidermis, so this epidermis, it was formed from the ectodermal cells during the embryonic life. That is to be remembered. So now, this ectoderm, the control center of this epidermis is related to sensory cortex. So the whole of the sensory cortex is involved in controlling our skin. So the direct influence of skin is from the sensory cortex. Now the question is, yes, the right side of the skin, is controlled from the left sensory cortex, and the left side of the skin is controlled from the right sensory cortex. So now I'll talk about handedness, which is very, very important. For example, yes, what is handedness is, whenever if a patient is coming to you, he is having eczema, suppose in the right side or left side or whatever part of the body. Now first, when you see the lesion, what you have to do first is to check for the handedness. What is handedness means? What side of the body is predominantly used. Either that person is right-handed or a person is left-handed. For that, what we have to do is we have to do a clap test. In that, ask the patient to do vertical clapping. Please switch off the mic. Ask the patient to do vertical clapping. So in this process, which is the hand which is prominent or which is on the top? That is the handedness of the patient or the dominance of the patient. This dominance is unrelated to the dominant hemispheres of the brain. That is a totally different thing. So this is, if this is the clapping, so this is the right dominance. If this is the clapping, then this is the left dominance. Suppose if the patient is not having hands, then what to be done? What is to be done? So ask the patient to stand, and both the legs or both the foot should be close enough, and ask the patient to take one step. What is the which is the first step, either right or left? So the first step which is taken is the dominance of the subject. Another thing is carrying a baby. If a person carries a baby, so wherever is the highest weight, suppose the lower part, the hip portion of the baby, it is there. So if a person is right dominant, so that hip portion will be kept here. So this will be the place where the person wants to take the higher amount of weight. So while carrying a baby, you will be able to judge that this is right dominance or left dominance. Suppose there are twins. Twins usually, when we see that one is a right dominant child and another one will be left dominance, they are actually the mirror images of each other. Suppose if both the twins are right dominant or left dominance, then what do we for us this will be confusion. Then what to be deciphered from this? If we see the twins, small children, and both of them are either right dominant or left dominant, then what is to be deciphered? Nothing like that, sir. Very, very simple. Ac- Actually, one of the twin is copying the another one. If this is the situation, then we have to see that some out of these two, one is copying the other one. Okay, so that is the thing. So what is to be seen here is the other child whom this child is observing, that is the handedness of the other one, and this child's handedness is to be reversed, that is to be taken. So now right dominance. So now when a person is right dominant, so his conflict is with father, friends, with respect to business partner, with respect to girlfriend, boyfriend, neighborhood, neighbors, and relatives. So all these people, there is a conflict. If a person is right dominant, any lesion on the skin on the right side, so these are the people with whom this person is having conflict. Suppose if a person is having eczema over here on this forearm, the right forearm. So now we have to ask what is your problem with father, what is your problem with your friends, what is your problem with business partner, what is your problem with girlfriend, boyfriend, any issues with neighbors or relatives, etc. So this is the meaning of right dominance. So immediately you get a clue that uh, what is the issue or what kind of conflict this person is having with what type of person this is having the conflict. Left dominance, suppose if the eczema is over here on the left forearm, so it means that person is having conflict with mother, brother, sister, pets, loved ones, or any person who is close to heart. So any lesion, if a person is having right dominance, any lesion on the left side of the body is related to mother, brother, sister. Here brother means only the first brother, means the real brother. The cousin brothers comes on the opposite side, that is on the right dominance. On the right side. The real brother and sisters, they come on the left side. The cousin brother and sisters, they come on the right side. So all real brothers and sisters, even pets, any problem with any person who is loved one, even if you are a friend, you are very, very close, and if you are with heart attached, if you consider your friend as your brother, so definitely he will come on the left side. So this thing reverses. This thing reverses if the dominance is reversed. For example, if a patient is left dominant, then in that case the conflict will be reversed. So here the left dominance person will have conflict with if the person is left dominance and he is having lesion on the left side of the body, so it means there will be conflict with all these people, with father, friends, business partner, girlfriend, and all such people. And if the person is left dominant and he is having lesion on the right side of the body, then he is having conflict with mother, brother, sisters, pets, and all these people. That is to be remembered by heart. Now, the differentiation, what Hammer says, that the differentiation between psyche, brain, and body is purely academic. In reality, they are one. So, what Hammer says is, all these three things we have theoretically we have separated, but in practical they are all one and the same thing, because whenever a psyche is being influenced, it influences brain, and then it further influences the organ. Now, what is epidermis? So, epidermis is sensitive to touch physically. Okay, so physically uh, there is a sensitivity to touch. Now, this is related to the way we tend to connect with people, emotional touch. It further means that it is related to wanting touch or not wanting touch. So, what is epidermis related to? Now, I am coming to the conflict. So, now when epidermis is in relation with sensitivity to touch, and this touch, this physical touch is reflected in the mind as how we tend to touch with people, or how we tend to connect with people emotionally. So here the conflict related to skin could be wanting touch or not wanting touch, wanting relation or not wanting relation. So now conflict of epidermis is related to emotional sensitivity of relationship. So any kind of relationship is related to the epidermis pathologies. Loss of physical contact with someone. If we want contact with someone, we want a person should be near to us, and that person is moving away far, far, far. Moving away in not in physical sense, but in the sense of the mind, that the relationship are getting very, 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 very uh, there is a separation in the relationship which is going on, because the person is feeling that, see, this fellow is not at all paying attention to me, and he is not keeping contact with me. So gradually and gradually there is a kind of feeling that this person is drifting away from me. So a kind of drift which we feel in a relationship, that is responsible for problem in the epidermis. So this is the conflict, the separation conflict. So for epidermis, one and only one conflict is the separation conflict according to, the GNM perspective. So what is this separation? Separation means emotionally you feel that there was one person with whom you were emotionally in contact with, and suddenly this person starts drifting away from you. One fine day, he makes you feel that you are no longer wanted by him, or he doesn't want to keep contact with you. So now suddenly this thing is happening, and then the conflict starts over here, and after that you get a skin rash, whatever may be XYZ, depending upon the uh, thought process, whatever was your thought process, that will affect the problem or the level of problem will be given to the epidermis. How deep is the separation conflict? Depending upon that, you will have the pathology of the epidermis. So now various situation of separation. So here separation, if it is very mild, then the skin rash on the epidermis will be very mild. If the separation is sudden and intense, in that case, the skin pathology will be sudden in onset and the symptoms will be very intense. There will be a lot of inflammation, there will be a lot of discharges, and all the things will be happening in the skin if the separation is sudden and very intense. So whenever a patient is coming to you, what is the level of problem this patient is having? Suppose eczema or dermatitis or fungal infection or whatever. If the infection or the eczema is rampant, if it is of high intensity, then you should be able to understand that there was some very high conflict which has disturbed this person. There was a separation conflict which was of very high intensity. Now, if the skin problem is very less, mild itching, small spots somewhere and here and there you observe, so that means the separation conflict was not much intense. So in these cases, the history part, definitely you will have to do a lot of hard work in order to find out the history of the patient. When there is a sudden intense skin lesions are there, so definitely you will get a good history. Now, there are various situations that can affect our epidermis. Right from the, suppose if a newborn is born with a pathology of epidermis, if a child was born and with the birth he had this problem in the epidermis. Now, what should be our thinking process? Number one, mother felt uncared during pregnancy. This is to be deciphered. Why? Because the thinking process when the child was there inside the mother's womb, mother, whatever was thinking, it was influencing the child. Whatever mother thinks during pregnancy, if she is happy, the child is happy. If she is sad, the child is sad. So whatever things which were surrounding the pregnant mother, those situations, they were influencing the pregnant mother in one or the other way. So for skin, when mother felt separated somewhere, so that separation conflict, it was reflected in the child as a epidermal skin rash. So now what could be the various situations which pregnant mothers usually face and the child is born with the epidermis pathology? So first is uncared pregnant mother. If a mother was feeling uncared during pregnancy, now what should I, nobody is caring for me. Why did I even marry? Why did I came to this house? These people, they are not at all worried about me as if I am there in this house, or I am not there in the house. Nothing matters for these people. So uncared pregnant mother. So there is no bonding. So there is no bonding of this lady with anyone else in the family. So this is a kind of separation which this pregnant mother is feeling, and definitely the child which will be born will have minimum epidermis pathology. Definitely will be seen. Second is fighting mother. If the mother was fighting during pregnancy with everybody at home, mother is very irritable type of lady. She is always fighting with, easily getting offended, and she's fighting with everybody. So she doesn't have a proper relationship with anyone. So such type of mother also will give a skin rash to the child. Now, what is the difference between the first instance and the second instance? Number one, when the mother was uncared during pregnancy, what type of skin rash the child will be having, and when the mother was fighting, what type of skin rash the child will be having. So in the first instance, the child's skin will be almost very dry. in the second instance, the skin of the child will be very red and inflamed because the mother was angry. So that irritation will be prominently seen on the skin of the child. Okay. So here the child's epidermis will be inflamed when the mother was fighting, and in the uncared pregnant mother, he will give a very dry skin to the child. So that is the difference which you should note. So you should ask if the infant was there, if the child comes. So since how long this problem is there, doctor? It is since birth. Okay, now so what was the condition of the skin when this child was born? Sir, it was very red and inflamed. Definitely there was some irritation which was there in the mind of the mother. No, sir, the skin was very dry, flakes were there, it was coming out. So that means ki there was some relationship issues and the mother did not get enough care and attention from everybody at home. Unrecognized pregnant mother. Third situation could be if the lady who came up into this house after getting married, so she stayed over here, fine. Everybody was talking to her, everything was fine. But as soon as she got pregnant, this lady deserves certain special treatment because this is the first pregnancy. And for her, this is like a celebration. But no one else in the family, they are happy about it. So they are taking it like it is a very casual thing. Why? We also got pregnant. What is so special in that? So this unrecognized pregnant mother, she will feel that, see, I was not at all recognized, so they did not give me proper attention as a pregnant mother. So this is the my first pregnancy. How are they taking this pregnancy as a casual thing? So this may also give a separation conflict. So here again the skin will be dry. Then pregnancy disturbing identity of mother. When a mother gets pregnant, she loses the job, she has to sit at home, and she is constantly thinking that, see, because of this pregnancy I have lost my ambition and this thing and that thing, so I have to sit over here, and what is this rubbish smell coming, and why am I getting all this nausea and vomiting? What is this? So why did I got pregnant even? So these type of thoughts will give a separation conflict between mother and child. So because of this, the child will be having a rash around the umbilicus. So this is the area where the mother and the child are physically bonded. So in that particular area, the child will be having first rash. Then disharmony of home. When a mother who is a lady who wants peace and harmony and she comes to a home, nobody is disturbing her, but she's seeing people who are constantly fighting. So this disharmony which is being observed by this mother may also give a separation conflict. So what kind of family is this? I do not want to face such people. I do not want to be connected with such people. So here comes the separation conflict. Then not wanting a baby. If a mother is not wanting a baby, she got pregnant so early. There was an
Sir,
unplanned pregnancy. Yes.
so this disharmony of home separation, what will be the consequences on the skin of the baby, sir? Dry skin or
Disharmony again will be dryness.
okay,
Because here mother is not angry. Mother is not angry. For inflammation, you need anger. So inflammation is irritation. That irritation is linked to anger. Any conflict where you get anger, definitely inflammation will be transferred to the child. So not wanting a baby. If a mother was not wanting a baby and the other people they forced, no, 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 you should continue the pregnancy. We don't know what may happen. Whether again you will get pregnant or not because you have so many abortions happening in your elder sister, or all of your this one mother is having so many daughters and so many issues. So mother did not wanted a child, but she was forced. So now here again the problem of bonding between mother and child will take place. So that will be disturbed. So there will be a separation conflict. Again, reflecting upon the umbilical region. Now, extramarital affair of husband revealed during pregnancy. So suddenly this lady comes to know that husband is having an extramarital affair. And because of that, this lady gets worried. Constantly she's thinking now वो husband किससे बात कर रहा होगा, with whom he will be talking and all. So such type of thoughts definitely comes. So constantly checking the phone of husband. So here the mother is having a fear that something is happening behind her back. So definitely the lesion on the child will come on the back. So the child will be born with some problem of epidermis on the back. So too many USG is done. Actually, many of the ultrasonographies they tend to disturb because the child which is there in the womb of the mother, this child is enjoying the heartbeat of the mother, which is making the child comfortable and happy. When recurrently sonographies are done, this disturbs the communication, the heartbeat of the mother, which the infant is, which the fetus is listening. So that this communication is being disturbed. So too many sonographies may also disturb the communication. So this child will have lesion on the ear. So epidermal rashes will come on the ear of the infant. Fear of threatened abortions. So when this lady, she had a history of abortions previously, which the doctors were not able to handle. So again, this lady, when she becomes pregnant, now again she has a fear. This child, whether it will be whether it will survive in this pregnancy or not. So because of that, this constant insecurity, this may also cause a separation conflict, a fear of losing the child. So this will be reflected upon the child. Now for children, what could be the separation conflict for children? Number one is separation from parents. Either one of the parent they die, or if one of the parent is transferred from one place to another. So transfer is a sudden issue which comes, which these children, some of them who are very clinging to the parents, they may not tolerate well. So for them, it creates a separation conflict. So how deeply this child takes this separation conflict will decide how much intense the skin problem this child will be having. If this child is taking very deep, so sometimes vitiligo may come. If it is only superficial and the child is angry because of that, so flaring eczema will take place or atopic dermatitis may come. So depending upon the thinking process of the child. So arrival of second sibling. Some of the kids, they are not able to tolerate the second child which is coming. So when these kids, they have a very good bonding with parents, and they suddenly see that during pregnancy, since the mother gets pregnant, so the attention for this child is getting lesser and lesser and lesser. And when this second child comes, the everybody's attention is going towards the second child. So this child is having a insecurity which is coming out. So these people are not loving me. So now when I was center of attraction, now when this second child comes, so they are not giving me attention. So this is again a separation conflict. If this separation conflict is coming from the father side, this side will be affected. If this is coming from the mother side, so this side of the child will be affected if the child is right. Now, partial attitude by elders to the kids. If the elders at home, say for example, in the uh, household where there is a narrow thinking in the elderly people, so they give preference to the boys and they tend to ignore the girls. But this girl who is wanting certain relationship with grandparents, she gets hurt, and in the bargain she gets a skin rash. So the partiality or the partial attitude by the elders, so this also affects the kids. Deprivation of toys and things. For example, if a child wants certain things, he, which is very dear to that particular child, and he is not being allowed. So deprivation of certain things also gives a separation conflict. When will it give? If that particular toy, it was there with him and he lost it, and he demands it again, but he is not being provided for. That gives a separation conflict. If that toy was not at all there with him, then it gives a stomatitis or some ulcers in the mouth for the child. That is a different thing. So for separation conflict, first certain thing need to be present, and if that particular thing is removed, that is the separation conflict which comes. So a precious toy was there for that child, and it broke away, and it has to be thrown. Now this child is wanting one more. So here is the separation conflict. Now fighting parents. So certain kids, they are sensitive to quarrels. They want peace, harmony. They want content. So fighting parents and quarreling at home, again, it creates a separation conflict. Transition from home to school. Many of the kids, they just love their home. They are homesick. So they don't want to go from home to the school. So that transition, it creates a separation conflict. So which side will be affected? If the child is right dominant, the left side will be affected because home comes on the left side. Now change of home from one city or locality to another. The entire family shifts from one place to another. So here there was an attachment with the people who were in the neighboring houses. So that area or that the family got shifted from one place to another. So here the attachment was with the neighbors or some friends who were locally situated. So this is again one separation conflict which a child can experience. Now separation from pets is very, very important. So some of the kids, I mean, if you also have certain pets at home, you also tend to get very, very emotionally connected to the pets. And these pets tend to have uh, conflict which reflects on the left side of your body because they are very, very loving beings and we keep them close to our heart. So separation from pets, it gives a conflict to the child. Separation. Broken toy and daycare centers, very, very important. Children, they when they don't want to leave the parents, they don't want to leave their parents, and they are being shifted to daycare centers because the parents they don't want to take care of the children. So here separation conflict for the children. Now scolding and reprimands. When, as you all know, the very sensitive children, when they are being scolded or they are reprimanded, so they tend to be hurt easily and then the skin rash may start. New parent. Sometimes if the parents, uh, anyone does a new marriage or a second marriage is happening, so this may again create a separation conflict to the child because the new person may or may not acknowledge the presence of this child. Now for teenagers, how this separation conflict may reflect in the teenagers between 13 to 19 years. So breakups and love flings, these are very, very common things which is happening in the teenagers, and friendship issues. Uh, Mostly we have friendship issues like so many situations may come up where we feel that this friend is moving away from me, a kind of drifting away from me, drifting away because of some transfers or so many things may happen, change of school and so many things. Now, control of parents in this particular age group, parents tend to control the kids too much because they feel that this is the age where they need a discipline. So excessive control of parents may again create a separation conflict uh, between the child and the parents. And who is the dominating one? Depending upon that, the child will be having a rash on the right or the left side of the body. Now, left out feeling from the group. So, for example, there is a group of friends and he feels left out from the group, or they don't want to keep this particular person in the group. So, this may create a separation conflict. Betrayal of friends of benefits. So, in the modern society nowadays, there are so-called friends of benefits when uh, they try to benefit each other through certain means, and in that process also there is a kind of betrayal. So uh, a partner who is supposed to keep a friends of benefit type of situation in a monogamous fashion goes to a situation where it tries to be in a polygamous relationship. So here, this is another kind of betrayal which will affect the separation conflict, which will result in separation conflict. Unhealthy academic competition between kids. See, that person was my friend, but how I was not at all knowing that he is having so much competitive feeling against me. What kind of friend is he? I was thinking that he is my best friend, but he was there and he was observing what I am reading, and in the bargain, he uh, tried to overtook my academic position. So this is unhealthy academic competition, which may also cause separation conflict. Not allowed to choose career. So if the child wanted to do or wanted to choose certain career, so he was not at all allowed to do certain thing on his own because he was being pressurized. So in this situation, the palm will be involved. So the rash will come on the palm. Now for females, post marriage, what could be the separation conflict? First is wrong marriage. So here wrong marriage means what? The female is having a feeling that this marriage is totally wrong marriage. My parents did a wrong decision. So this bond is totally wrong. So before being married or before the bond was being formed, so this the conflict has already taken place. So this is the conflict which may cause opposite family environment. This lady or this girl which was there in her parents' home now comes to a family where she finds that the environment is totally different. They are all fighting or they are all doing all nonsense activities at home. So this lady, she sees the type of environment here, and she feels that why should I keep touch with these patients? So this separation conflict happens. Deception in the marriage, deception in the marriage may cause separation conflict. Deception will cause problem on the or the skin rash on the back. Becoming a housewife itself is a problem for some females. So some females, they want freedom and they are forced to get married. So this is a forceful bond which he has to uh, carry forward throughout the life. So right from here, he gets a separation conflict. Now unfulfilled sexual feelings may also cause a separation conflict between husband and wife. And in coordination means the mental coordination or the tuning between husband and wife is not proper. Misunderstanding between husband and wife may create a separation conflict. Excessive control. If wife is having excessive control over husband, or husband is having excessive control over wife, vice versa, may cause separation conflict. fear of divorce, if the lady is being threatened again and again by partner that I will leave you, uh, uh, I don't want you. So this may create a separation conflict. Now for males after marriage, wrong partner, the same situation, deception, again same situation, unfulfilled feelings, same, incoordination, same, misunderstandings, same, fear of divorce is same. More or less, females having more complex thinking than male, so that is why more conflicts for females, and more complex life is there for females because their whole life changes because they are coming from their parents' house and they are adjusting to the another family. So they do more adjustment, and in the bargain, they tend to get more suffering. Old age, in the old age, what kind of separation conflict a person may have? Number one is death of the partner. So because of the death of the partner, separation conflict, so epidermal skin rash may come. Old age homes. So old people, they are kept in old age homes. So there they feel separation conflict and isolation from society, isolation from a group. So previously they were, when they were in the job, so they were given adequate weightage, they were valued. And now when they got old and they got retired, so now the society is not acknowledging their importance in the society. So they feel isolated and the separation conflict starts. Then uncared feeling, even if they are at home, so they feel that they are not being cared for because nobody has time for them. That is what they feel. So uncared feeling may cause separation conflict. Now, these conflicts of wanting somebody or not wanting somebody to go from life. If you feel that this person should not go away from my life, you want to hold that person. So in this process, the lesion which will be there on the skin will be always on the medial aspect of your body. So this part is for embracing or wanting somebody. Okay. So anywhere if the rash is on the medial aspect, that means the person is wanting somebody in the life. Second, this conflict of epidermis, it also involves wanting to separate but cannot. If a person wants certain person to be out of his life, but he is not able to do so, in that case, the rash will take place on the lateral aspect of the skin. Medial means wanting somebody and lateral means removing somebody, not wanting someone, or wanting to kick out somebody from the life, but not able to do so. That is the separation conflict. So here, what could be the situation? If a person is very dominating person and you don't want to live with that person, but you can't help, so the rash will take place on the lateral aspect here or on the lower limbs also lateral aspect. Escaping from an annoying person. If a person is very, very annoying, you want to escape from that person, but you are not able to do so. So here on the lateral aspect of the skin, you will get the skin rash. Escaping from abusing person. If a person is very abusing, you don't want to face such abuse, but you can't help. So here also lateral side of the skin will be involved. Hated clothes which you have to wear at any cost because of some pressure. For example, you are working in a certain shop or certain place where you are made to wear certain clothes which are funny and you don't want to wear that. You hate those particular clothes. So here the lateral aspect of the skin will be involved because you don't want the touch of these things. Shoes also, some funny shoes, ill-fitting shoes, if you are forced to wear, then this may also create a separation conflict. Now separation also involved not allowed to touch. So third situation, first situation was the person wants some person in life, but he is not getting that. Second, person doesn't want a certain person in life, but he is not able to help it. Third thing is person wants something but not allowed to touch. So here musical instruments. If a person is having a passion for something, maybe some musical instrument or something, and he is not allowed to touch those particular things. Sports kit. Person is passionate for cricket, but he is not allowed to touch the cricket bat. He is not allowed to touch the hockey stick. He is not allowed to touch the gymnasium equipments. So this is again a separation conflict. Ornaments, favorite ornaments, not allowed to wear. See, this is very expensive. This you have to keep in the locker. You don't have to wear it. So this is separation conflict. Not allowed to come near to someone. Hmm. Then favorite clothes and toys. So favorite clothes and toys not allowed to touch. So this again creates a separation conflict. Then there are sun allergies. See, what is the problem of sun allergies? For example, you went to a shopping with your friend and it was the in the heat of summer, you were roaming in the market and suddenly there was a fight between you and your friend. There was some issues and you started fighting. And after that you come home, and after that when you come home after 3 or 4 hours, you get a rash or you get some skin allergy. Now what do you think in this situation? You see, I was doing the shopping in that sun, and that shopping probably has provoked this skin allergy. But the fact is the allergy started because you had a fight with your friend and you were in the sun. So next time when you are going out, the sun and any kind of irritation which you have in this particular time when you are exposed to sun, this will create a conflict. Subconscious program will start and then you will have a skin rash. So these certain programs which happens inside your subconscious mind in the same setting, they are called as tracks. So these tracks, they tend to recur or they tend to aggravate your previous memory. So this previous memory, it reopens and then you get the skin or the sun allergy. So some people, they have that hay fever, allergic rhinitis. So they had a fight or some incidents had happened in a particular setting. And this person, he thinks that, see, that was the month and there I was standing and some dust exposure I had. Because of that, I got this. So now whenever he goes in that particular month of the year, so this subconscious program, it starts activating. And then this person will have the same type of allergy in that particular month. So these are the tracks which tend to reopen your subconscious mind. The memories which are logged constantly, they were suppressed, so they tend to be reactivated because of the same situation. Now, very, very important thing which disturbs all the homeopaths is that how to interpret the skin lesion in the local areas of the body. For example, if a person is having a generalized skin rash from top to bottom, then it is very clear this person is having a generalized separation conflict. Nothing else to be thought upon. But if there is a local skin rashes, so that we have to understand and that we have to frame our question very nicely in order to get the history. Now, if a person comes with a local lesion on the forehead, what does it means? Forehead is responsible for luck and intelligence. Forehead also is responsible for self-blaming, reproaching self. Relationship with parents is reflected on the forehead. So now, whenever if a patient comes with this skin rash, what is to be asked to the patient? What questions should be asked? As you all know, he is having skin rash, so somewhere some separation conflict has taken place. Now, what kind of specialized conflict has taken place which has resulted lesion over here on the forehead? That we need to understand. So first question you should ask is, why are you cursing your luck? Why do you feel that you are unlucky? Or is there any mistake you committed while taking a decision and you are disturbed because of that? So this will open up the patient's thought process and they'll start talking. Local lesion on the vertex. So vertex is related to spiritual or godly separation. So lesion on the vertex, separation conflict is to be there. Now vertex means what? It is the top portion of the head. So it is related to spirituality or godly separation. So this is not GNM I am teaching. This is GNM plus something mixed. So it is a mixed conflict theory which I am teaching. So this is a godly separation. So this person in rare chances may feel that I my relations with God is being disturbed. This is one situation. This should also be kept in the mind because we never think out of the box. Second, partiality from elders. If the elders at home they were doing a partial attitude, so this is the areas with which we tend to connect with our elders at home. Partiality in job from boss will give a slightly right-sided lesion on the vertex. So now what is to be asked to the patient when this patient comes with these type of rashes? Yes. Yes, inputs please. What is the question we should ask?
Have you ever faced any partiality from your elders or from family members like?
Mm-hmm.
And have you any faced any like if you are not getting any promotion even when you are eligible for that?
Mm-hmm.
Any property issues?
Like, did any
Mm-hmm.
event take place in your life which made you believe or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, direct questions. Please switch off the mics. Direct, direct questions. Direct questions will help only if the person. Direct questions will help only. Please switch off the mics. Direct questions will help only when the person is very intelligent. If person is very intelligent, then he will answer it. So if you feel that a person is you are facing is very intelligent and he is interested to give history, you can ask directly. Why do you feel emotionally unconnected with your parents or elders at home? What type of behavior of elders towards you that is hurting you? So we have to poke the soft spot of the patient so that he should speak. So these questions you can directly ask to the patient. Now local lesion on the occiput. Occiput is responsible. It represents not getting affection or appreciation from elders and criticism from elders behind the back. So if the elders are criticizing you and doing or saying certain things behind your back, So this may affect the skin on the occiput. Now questions to be asked is, although you are doing great, why don't others appreciate your work or services? Sir, I know that being a person, you are doing very great. So you have to first what is the exact word? You have to make the patient first happy, and then you have to fire your question. So why people are not appreciating? Yes, sir. Yeah, sir. Boost his emotions, and then to us it is better. So why do others they don't appreciate your work or services? Sir, you are doing fantastic job. You are doing great, sir. I don't see why these people they are not understanding you. You should be appreciated, sir. You should be like given an award or something. Why these people? So now this person will speak up. So this is these are certain things which helps you to break this in the patient. Now lesion on the back, on the neck. So neck is related to self-worth in a relationship. If a person is feeling low self-worth in a relationship, this will give lesion on the neck. Negative remarks by people causing separation conflict. So any negative remark by people which cause separation conflict. Perceived injustice in relationship, that is also important. If a person is feeling that uh, in this particular relationship nothing is going good, so I am being taken advantage of in this relationship, so this may give separation conflict. I am being used up in the relationship, so this is perceived injustice, so that again may give a lesion on the neck. Now what is to be asked again here is, sir, there are many people who don't give respect. Sir, even I face such people. I feel so hurt. Who is hurting the respect of such person as like you, sir? I don't see why, and who is that person who is hurting your respect? What do you feel, sir, about it? So this will break the psychosis. The defense may break, the emotional defense which this person is taking up and is guarding his defense, his emotions. So this statement may loosen him up, and then he will speak. Now lesion, local lesion on the dorsal region. So what does dorsal spine it represents? It represents a stab behind the back in the relationship. When there is a lesion in the dorsal area, so it represents that the person was deceived or betrayed in a relationship. Something happened behind the back which hurted him. Now, if this person is coming to you, will he give you a proper history? He will have difficulty in trusting you. Then how is this possible that he will give you a true history? So you have to take this person in confidence. So what is to be asked to such person? That person will really trust you. So you have to convince him. Sir, society is full of people which cannot be trusted. It is okay, sir, if you don't trust me. But letting out anger will definitely help you. And I will be able to select proper medicine for you. So just let out whatever anger you are having inside about such people. So this problem may be connected to this anger which is there inside you. And then we'll try to sort out your problem. So in like ways, we have to probe out and we have to ask the question. Local lesion on the lumbar area. Lumbar area represents feeling unsupported in a relationship. So here what is happening? So this support is missing in the life, so we should give the support of our words. So now, sir, this medicine will support you in so many things. You can fight over anything after taking this medicine. But in order to find out the medicine, I need to know why people don't want to support you. You are such a nice person and you have done a good job. You are a nice person, sir. Why people are not supporting you? I don't. I am surprised. So this person will loosen up and he will start talking. So I'm here to help and support. Most of the person who are mild, they will succumb to this statement. I'm here to help and support you in this problem. Why do you feel other people don't want to support you? Although I see you are doing a great job. So you have to convince that I'm here to support you. If the person is having support issues, try to convince that you want to support him. Now, sacral and coccygeal lesions, not wanting an abnormal sexual position and unstable in a relationship. If a person feels that I'm not stable here in this relationship, uh, not stable here means, for example, person is feeling insecure whether I should continue with this relationship or should I leave this relationship. So there is a kind of confusion and instability in relationship. So that causes problem in the coccygeal or the lower part of the back. And not wanting an abnormal sexual position, the person is having disgust for that. Now, how do you ask such person about private things? So, sir, anything discomforting in your physical relationship might be important here in order to select the medicine, as what is bothering in mind will be reflected upon your body. So, madam, sir, so this is important. So I foresee that you might be having some issues with unstable relationship, or you try to outsmart these people. So you say that, sir, I foresee that there might be some issues with your relationship. You are having some confusion in relationship. Your relationship with someone are not stable. So that might be causing the skin rash in this particular area. Now hip lesions. Hip area is whenever there is a lesion in the hip area, it means that there is unexpected or unmanageable or continuous demands by certain people, which is causing separation conflict. Suppose if a boss wants a performance which is extraordinary one, and this person is not able to perform up to that extent, so that gives a separation conflict on the right hip. If a wife is continuously demanding certain things, I want car, I want luxuries, I want jewels, everything. So again, this is unmanageable for a person and he gets this separation conflict. Now questions to be asked, sir, from my family side also there are a lot of demands which even as a doctor I am not able to fulfill. And sometimes if these are too much, it impacts the physical body also, sir. Please try to understand, particularly the skin. So I feel somewhere you and me could be in the same boat. Please just let me know what is your problem or what problem you are facing. So these may help in your case taking. See, why these? Because a properly selected question will save you time, and time is money for you. Because if the person is if the patient is making you revolve round and round and round, then no use. If you give him a short good question, an intelligent question, then you will get a good answer. And if you are getting good answers, then your job and time will be very less. You'll have a less labor to do. Now, yes, very, very important. Now here comes this part. The lesion on the fingers, very, very important. We are not able to find out what is happening, if the eczema is occurring here or here or here. How do we probe what to ask for these things? So now for thumb. Now this thumb represents logic and willpower. What is this? Thumb is representing our logic and willpower. Number one. So the proximal phalanx of the thumb, this portion, it is representing the logic, and the distal phalanx, it represents the willpower. So logic and willpower. Now what is the separation conflict? So separation conflict related to thumb is wanting and not wanting to do something. This is related to distal, which is related to our willpower. Person wants to do something or person doesn't want to do something. So that is the separation conflict. So here father is forcing, and this child or this boy, he doesn't want to do certain work. So he doesn't want to choose a certain career. So it gives a lesion on the distal phalanx of the thumb. Separation conflict related to illogical decisions in the life. If a person took some decisions which were illogical or the decisions failed badly, so this may result in separation conflict related to proximal phalanx of the thumb. Now, right side, father not agreeing, and left side, mother siblings, that you all know. In the beginning only I told you. Now questions to be asked. See, I see you are a smart man. I don't see a reason why other people won't agree to your reasoning or opinion. Tell me about it. So these questions to be asked, and maybe the patient may reply very intelligently. Now index finger. This is the index finger just near to the thumb. The index finger, it expresses authority, personal power, leadership, confidence, pride, and ambition. So this is the position by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar Saab. So this will be pointed like this. So it represents authority, power, leadership, confidence, pride, and ambition. So separation conflict, which are related to ambition unfulfilled, authority unacknowledged. His authority was not at all recognized. Nobody recognized his authority. Pride was wounded, shattered confidence due to interpersonal conflict. So these are the situations will give you separation conflict on the index finger. Right and left you already know. Now middle finger, being middle finger represents responsibility. This middle finger, it represents responsibility, obeying the law, discipline, practical things, wise, maturity, serious-minded people, serious-mindedness, hard-working abilities. So these are represented by middle finger, as well as person's destiny is also seen on the middle finger, as well as very important thing, it represents balance in the relationship. So when the balance is disturbed in a relationship, so here the middle finger will be involved. So for middle finger, balance is important. Separation conflict in relationship where the balance is being lost. Ring finger represents it is the ring finger where ring is being worn. So it represents partner and family ties. So when this ring finger is inclining towards the middle finger, so it shows that the person is very responsible to the family. And if this ring finger is inclining towards the little finger, it shows that this person is more responsible to the children. So now what happens is, when there is a lesion over here on this surface, you able to see on this surface, if there is a lesion which is adjoining the middle finger, if this surface is involved, so there is a separation conflict with respect to family. Okay, na? So right is the business family and the left side is your own family. Right side business family means if this person is considering his business to be the second home. So here this lesion will be affecting the business relationship. Now if this lesion over here which is adjoining the little finger, if this is involved, it means there is separation conflict with respect to children. So here this margin, if there is a lesion, it involves separation conflict with children, and here this margin is being involved, it represents separation conflict with the family. If the lesion is on the center, so there is detachment to both children and family. Okay. So if this finger is straight, finger not inclining to either here or here. If the finger is straight and if there is a lesion in the center of this ring finger, so it represents if there is a detachment to both the family, towards both family and children. The person wants to be alone. Person wants to be left alone. Now, ring finger, if this ring finger is as long as the middle finger, it represents that the person may be having this gambling tendency. This is a tip to remember. Now, this little finger represents separation conflict with children and younger generation. So, this represents children and younger generation. If a person is elderly or head of the family, so there is a conflict with the children, kids, or son or daughter. So, it will be reflected in the little finger. Also related to wisdom, eloquence, and art. Now down the toe factor. So these are all the conflict which are related to the thumb. It represents the will and logic. So this one is representing authority. The middle finger represents balance, and this ring finger represents a relationship with family and children, and the little finger, it represents a relationship with your lower siblings or children or kids. Now big toe is related to self-expression. Right toe is for joy, and right toe, the conflict related to right toe is not getting happiness from father side, or not getting happiness in the job. Person is searching for happiness. Now again, wanting to kick, it is already there in the toe. Person wants to get rid of something. Then left toe. Left toe is related to sorrow. So here the separation conflict was from family, from mother, from brother, etc. So whatever hurt this person has received, so this person has gone into a state of grief. So you have to ask him, why you are so sad? What is making you sad? What is the thing which is making you grieve from inside? Then again, wanting to kick. So this is about the right and the left toe. Then second toe. As per the index finger, here the second toe again represents leadership, bossy nature. See, in the south, if I am correct, the uh, the mother of the boy usually avoids such type of ladies who have this second toe which is longer than the big toe, because such girls are of bossy nature. That is the belief. So if the second toe is of longer length, so it represents the bossy nature. So second toe represents the controlling or dominating nature, or it is related to leadership quality. So there is a separation conflict when his authority was not accepted. So he felt detached emotionally. Okay, so his authority was not accepted. So his wishes and desires were unfulfilled. So he was not able to fulfill his desires and wishes. So that is causing a separation conflict. Then his authority was not accepted. Right side authority was not accepted by father or boss, and left side the authority was not accepted by mother or his elder brother or younger brother, and so on. So he felt emotionally detached. Now left second toe, no emotions in life, dry life. So left toe, if it is involved, so there are no emotions left in the life. So life is almost like no color in life. So it is like a dry life. So whomsoever he is having conflict, either with brother, sister, so that relationship is totally dry. There is no excitement in relationship with that particular person. Now third toe, energetic and resourceful at work. So when third toe is involved, the third toe represents energy and resourcefulness with respect to work, success in career. See, different toes have different meanings. So right toe has certain meaning, left toe again has certain meaning. So right toe, there is aggression, and person could not show the aggression to his father or boss. So he felt separation conflict. Now, left third toe, it represents a person was not able to show creativity. So creativity not acknowledged at home or towards the mother. So this conflict has to be kept in the mind. Then fourth toe, it represents family. Unhappiness in relationship with loved ones will be shown on this toe. Right toe, separation from person with whom he was highly attached, father, boss or friend. And left toe, separation from the loved ones. So the right fourth toe, it represents a relationship issues or a separation conflict with a person with whom this guy was highly attached to, and left toe it represents separation from loved one, as is the conflict right and left. So here again there is a issue of separation conflict with a person with whom you are highly attached. Fifth toe, fifth toe represents almost fifth toe represents a personality where if it is less developed or it is very short, so short fifth toe it represents a personality who is very reserved, who doesn't want to take any responsibility, who gets easily bored, and who are looking for amusing diversions, who they want to play and play. So lesion of the fifth toe, particularly the right toe, it represents separation conflict because of certain fear, because some person was dominating and there is a fear which has resulted in a separation conflict. And left toe, he was betrayed or deceived by certain person. So if left toe is involved, you have to ask him with whom you got deception, with whom you got betrayed. Right toe is कि घर में किससे डरते हो, किससे इतना ज्यादा डरते हो कि उससे दूर भागने में लगे रहते हो. So that is the right toe which is involved. Now delusions of separation conflict. So there are certain. Sir, should I continue or maybe next class, as you say? Yes, sir. Didn't hear you, sir.
Sir, Verma sir,
Yes, sir.
we'll better continue next class, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because it is already 11 and
More than so much
yes,
of
sir,
details you have told. I personally feel for a newcomer to digest so many things now, so much of information, it will take some time. So
Yes, sir,
let them
yes,
also understand, and this will be a nice topic,
yes, sir.
delusions. So I personally feel we'll have it in the next class whenever you're free.
Surely, surely, sir.
I'll just check with Dr. Manohar once and then we can take a call.
Yes.
1 second, sir.
Yes.
Manohar? Sir, he says in Mysore it is raining badly. Okay.
Hmm?
A friend has any questions to ask?
Yes, sir. We'll answer the questions.
Yeah, participants, if you have any questions, you can. Sir, eruptions on foreleg, ankle,
Eruption on forehead and
foreleg,
leg and ankle.
ankle.
Ankle, sir, again, this is related to kicking somebody. If it is on the this one flexor surface, it is again related to kicking. And for extensor, it is moving or running away from a certain situation.
Mhm. Mm. Okay, sir. Thank you. Any more questions?
Lesions on the soles.
Lesion on the soul. See, it depends. Corn, I think, yes. If you are having corn on the soles, so corn means what?
Okay.
The skin cells tend to multiply, and it becomes very painful. So here the conflict is, I do not want to put a step in the situation, but I am forced to step into a situation. For example, the boss says to a particular employee, now you have to go into that city and you have to manage that plant. But this person knows that there the working environment is very bad, so I don't want to go. So this will create corn on the foot. I give you one example. One of my relative, he came with corns. So I asked him, what is the issue? He says that my parents are asking me to go for a baby. But right now I don't want, because I am in certain position of the job that I want to leave from this job and I want to start a business. So in this transition, if I am successful in the business, well and good. But what if I don't succeed in the business? So this again one responsibility on me. So whether I'll be able to handle or not. So they should not this one force me to have a baby right now. So after this conflict, he started with pawns. So person not wanting to move or not wanting to step in that situation, but he is being forced to do so, will create problem on the souls. Or he might feel, why am I standing in such situation? This is such a bad situation. He feels soiled, he feels separation from the situation in which he's standing. He see this situation also, the working environment is not good. I want to run away from here. So this may also create a conflict. Okay,
So
so this
what
is
about
about
lesions between the toes? Fungal infection between toes.
between the toes. Yes, very nice. I'll be asking this question in the next class. See, this may represent some issues which the person wants to hide. This is related to hiding something. Lesion in the armpit also means the same. Something which the person wants to hide. This inside the this one, the hand between the fingers, may be related to wanting to work, and here want to hide something and wants to escape. So exactly what it is, we'll let you know. Very good question, doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, what about this fungal infection, sir?
Fungal all separation conflict.
No, sir. I mean to say, for example, my mother is a patient. So if I treat a mother, she is cured, then son gets the fungal infection. In that time also, we should go for conflict.
Then we have to see, we have to think in this direction. Everybody in home are fighting. Nobody is having a proper relationship in this home. That is why so many people are having.
Sir, I mean to say, in a family, mother gets full body tinea infections. Son gets little bit of infections, means little bit of rashes on the hand and all.
Sir, like that in scabies also there is an infective condition which infect all the persons in the room or in the family. In that case, what you will do?
Scabies may, there is a situation where something is coming from outside and attacking you. So here, if all the people in the family are getting involved, then we should search for a common factor. what is that common factor which is disturbing the whole family, or the whole group is being disturbed because of which factor? So there is some interference from outside which is disturbing the integrity of the family as a whole. So that factor we need to find out. And what is the individual thought process with respect to that factor that individualizes our remedy. Suppose a neighbor is creating problem for the whole family. In what ways? Constantly he will try to look what is happening here, and he will try to criticize this house, and he will try to speak all bad things about the house. So everybody in the home, they are knowing what kind of nature this person is having. Now we have to ask individually. If the head of the family comes, then we ask him, sir, if this person is doing like this, what are you thinking about it? What is your feeling about it? That reaction will make the rubric. If his son will come, then we have to ask him, see, you are disturbed by this neighbor. What is happening and what are you feeling about it? So that will give the second rubric. So in that way, we individualize and treat all the cases. But that is to be done simultaneously,
Okay.
along with the general measures which we all know, the cleanliness and all the things that we need to keep. Yes, fungal infection,
Okay, sir.
again, same thing. If the whole family is having, if see, every person is not a same person. Even we have fingers, no two fingers are alike. Everything is different. So at home also, the thinking process of people are different. Some people are more sensitive to separation conflict, some are less. Those who are more sensitive, they tend to have more fungal infection, they have rampant fungal infection. So we have to see in a particular time frame, if most of the family people are having fungal infection, and which person is having more, which person is having less. If a person is having more, that means he is more sensitive to separation conflict. If he is having less, then he is less sensitive. तो लेस सेंसिटिव वाला हिस्ट्री मिलना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है. मोर सेंसिटिव व्यक्ति है तो उसको इमोशंस जल्दी से बाहर निकलेंगे, तो ही विल आंसर यू वेरी नाइसली. So in that case, the basic sensitivity has to be asked. Now you are having whatever people see in this situation. What intelligent thing we need to do is, those people who are having the fungal infection, the conflict is taking between all these people. Rest of the people, they are out, who are not having any fungal infection, so they are not involved in the separation conflict. So there is a fight between these three people who have this fungal infection. So that we need to think. Then we have to ask, what is the factor which is disturbing you all three? Why is the harmony between you three people is getting disturbed? And then we have to ask for the individual reaction and find out the medicine. Our task is Herculean task. We have to go into details and details and details. That is our problem. But it is very nice. Yes, any other questions?
Yeah, I have any more questions to ask? Okay, if you have no questions, then on behalf of the group, I would like to thank Verma sir for taking so much of time, his precious time. And see, we know Dr. Verma for quite some time, and we fondly call him King of Delusion. Okay, and that's why I wanted this topic delusions to be dealt a little later, because he's very good in it, and very young homeopath. So we feel proud that we are getting this knowledge from a very young man, and we appreciate his passion. He's basically a physician from Rajasthan, but he's got a lot of interest and passion for teaching. So, sir, it was very nice that, wholeheartedly you are sharing all this knowledge, which in the present scenario, we know how difficult it is to get information like this without paying a single pie, without spending anything from our side, sitting at our comfort, and we are getting such good lectures. Thank you, Verma sir, for very openly, honestly, passionately sharing all your valuable knowledge and information. Thank you so much, and we'll be eagerly waiting for your next class.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay.
you. Thanks a lot. It's been a
Okay.
pleasure.